Part of the work of a Christian teacher is to encourage people. Here's an example.
To live is Christ, to die is gain.
G'day everyone, Brian here. Well, isn't the story of the birth of the church in Philippi an interesting story? We've had Lydia down at the river in a place of prayer, and the Lord opened her heart. There's an unnamed slave girl who'd been set free by an evil spirit. And then there is the jailer who has had a dramatic experience of God. All three of these people have had an experience of God. They've come to understand Jesus Christ as the Messiah. They have all found that Jesus is the way to God, and yet they've all come to Jesus through very different circumstances. All through Paul, but through very different circumstances. Interestingly also, we learn that for Lydia and for the jailer, their whole household becomes involved in this. It's not just the individual, but their whole household. And we might think, oh, but it was so patriarchal back then that, you know, everybody had to do what the father did. Well, that might be the case for the jailer, but you can't argue that for Lydia. Her household was also baptized. Now, Paul and Silas are released from prison. They are told that they should leave, but they point out that, no, we're Roman citizens. You've flogged us, and you shouldn't do that. So you can come and escort us out, please. Then there's great embarrassment from the magistrates when they realise that they have flogged, they have beaten a Roman citizen, and they should not do that. They come, they escort Paul out of the prison. And what does Paul do before leaving the place? Paul and Silas go to the house of Lydia. Now that makes sense. It's a place that they know, it's someone that they know, it's a safe place for them to be. And what do they do there? The Bible tells us they went to Lydia's house where they met with the brothers and encouraged them. Now at that point, I think the term brothers is non-gender specific, so it would relate to the brothers and sisters of the church. That they met at Lydia's house, which was probably where the church met, and they encouraged them. Encouraged them to do what? To keep on, to persevere, to remain faithful, to keep their eyes on Jesus. This is the greatest encouragement that we as Christians can give to other Christians, to keep our eyes on Jesus. I think this is also the greatest encouragement that we can give to others about our own faith. It's all about Jesus. Next week we're going to get into the book of Philippians, and we're going to see how these few people have turned into a church and how this church has become a place of great joy and delight. Some problems, but a great place to be. That's what church should be. A great place to be. Here are people who've had a great experience of God. Have you? Do you know Jesus as your Lord and Saviour? I pray that you do. If you'd like to know more, leave a comment and I'll be happy to answer you. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.